everyone, and yes, welcome back to another Roblox video. Today we are going to be talking about the trailer that they have dropped on The Forge in their Discord server, alongside some of those little secret codes that we're going to be deciphering and seeing what they mean, because next week on the 25th of December is going to be the big update on The Forge, and maybe we can get some little bit of lore, peeks, whatever, on what's coming in the big next week's update, which I'm just gonna be calling the Frost World update or whatever, on the 25th on Christmas Day. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Now, the first thing we start off with here first is the little code, which says LI4ULI AULC4T LC4TLI and when you actually copy this code and decode this on you can go to a website and like put a string of like letters and stuff there, and if you try and base64 decode this little string, you get what looks to be a string of Morse code. So we get 4 dots, we get a dot, we get a dot and a dash, we get a dot dash dot, and then we get one single dash. And if you bring this over to a Morse translator or like a Morse decoder or whatever, you get the word which says heart. Now, and why the word heart is there will be very clear when we go also watch the actual trailer that's alongside this little code that's being put alongside the trailer. But that's not the only code that was actually put there in the official Sneak Peeks channel, because there was one more being put there. And actually in the beginning, no one knew immediately what to do there, but then you could actually reverse this string. So there's this like equal sign, and then there's like another string of characters. Now, if you actually reverse the like letters here, you actually get another base64 encoded string. And once you decode this, you can actually get this like word which looks like Isvoror or something. I'm sorry, I butchered this, but it looks to be like Icelandic. And if you actually bring this Icelandic word over to Google Translate and translate it into English, you actually see a word coming out which means icebreaker. I've also seen ice warden being a thing, but immediately on translation we get the word icebreaker. Now, alongside when we of course get the big update on the 25th, which looks to be like an ice world kind of thing, and it being icebreaker would be very fitting, of course, for the big update next week. And it also looks to be in a sort of Icelandic, maybe Nordic theme. Now, why I'm saying a Nordic theme is when we also need to bring over the trailer itself. Once we actually watch the trailer, we actually hear the sounds of a beating heart. So the heart we also like decoded from the Sneak Peeks channel codes. And alongside the trailer, you can actually see what also looks to be a heart in the middle, where there is what looks to be either a character, or maybe this is going to be the boss that they're going to introduce next week. In front of that, probably beating hearts, what looks to be encased in ice. Now, I'm assuming this is why he's called the icebreaker, because he might be the character, or they might be the character, that's going to break open his ice. And with maybe that heart being encased in that ice or something along those lines, it's gonna be something that awakens either the big boss, or it's gonna be something that's either gonna be important in the future, or it can be important for like a quest that we need to do maybe, or something along those lines. But that's also not the only thing we see in this image. Because if you play like either a little bit further, you can see on the sides what looks to be Nordic runes. Now, these Nordic runes, if you actually go look at the runic alphabet, which is what this is related to, and you fill in these characters on the left or on the right side, they basically are both the same runes, you actually get the word Odror. Now, I have no idea what that fully meant in the beginning. I was trying to Google this, and it kind of like related me to like different pages. It like something with double like O's and then an R, which could be like or something. I had no idea what it means. I'm not Icelandic or Nordic, and like this is apparently Norse mythology. No idea what this meant. So I tried to look. It could be either related to the Norse god of passion and fury, which would be Odr, but then it wouldn't make clear what Odr would fully mean. I've also checked what it could otherwise mean, and it could be either close related to, oh god, I'm gonna probably butcher this, Otsururir. And apparently that's like a famous Norse word that's like extremely close to the word we're like actually looking at, which could mean one of the 3 vessels containing the meat of poetry, or meat of poetry. And it would be like tied to what like the word means, like the double O's and R, which stands for like inspiration or poetic frenzy. Now this would actually make sense in some regard, because it's all still related to like Nordic runes. So it probably is something related to Old Norse mythology, where I think this entire island, or this entire big update we're gonna get, is like related to this Norse mythology build-up legacy of the Forge, and where there's gonna be like a big story revolving around it, where we actually get this confirmed. Now, actually, if you download that MP4 file that they put in the sneak peek channel, you actually see the word Otrur in the file name itself. So that actually means that those runes that we translated is correct to what we actually found, because it's also in the file name. Either maybe they forgot to remove that, or maybe that's like intentional, of course, to find out. If you actually download the file, you could like find it quicker that way. But that's the few leaks we currently have going on for looking at these little codes that were brought alongside the trailer that they've put in the sneak peek channel for the Forge. Of course, the big trailer itself, which is going to be important for next week. I cannot wait for next week, because I think it's going to be really hype. I hope so badly we're also going to get that entire guild system and all that kind of stuff. But of course, I will make a different video about hopefully what we get all in the big update next week in a bit as well. And that's basically all we got so far for the little secret sneak peeks that we've seen for the Forge. And I hope to see what you guys maybe think what this could fully mean, because I think I'm actually like kind of hit on with the icebreaker being something that's gonna break out at heart in that area in the trailer, and then there's gonna be like chaos happening or something in that regard. And I'm also very hyped that it's gonna be like a mythology base, if that's actually the case, because I'm a fan of like mythology. For anyone that plays Smite, I love you. But yeah, mythology is entirely my thing. I love it. And I hope it's going that way. That would be awesome to see. I also quickly, of course, wanted to cover where I've been. Of course, I've not uploaded for 4 months, and you guys probably have noticed. But we've always been live on the channel, and we will always be live on the channel. So if you don't want to miss out anything of what I'm doing anyway, then of course, feel free to always come around on the weekends where I'll be live streaming the Forge for now. And of course, we're also going to be covering the big Forge update next week on Christmas Day, so make sure to be there, because it's gonna be hype. We're gonna be doing all kinds of giveaways, all that kind of stuff, maybe even opening a second server so that people can join a private server. We're gonna be doing all kinds of crazy things, so I hope to see you there. And that's it from me for today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back with uploading videos on the channel, and I of course will always be there live streaming on the channel. So I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you in the next new Roblox video or live stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a very good Norse mythology journey. Goodbye!